Hello! Welcome to English for Everyone, where we practice real-life American English. Today we're learning this expression, on a roll. On a roll is used with the verb to be. I am, you are, or he is on a roll. And what does it mean? It means to have continued luck or continued success at something. If your luck is continuing, you're continuing to have good luck, I can say you're on a roll. You are, contraction, you're on a roll. And this expression is especially used for cards. When people are playing games and they're having good luck, we say they're on a roll. Let's hear some examples.
You got a plan? Don't make me wait. You're on a roll.
You're on a roll, kid.
Back to the board. We're on a roll here. We're figuring.
I'm on a roll here, really, and I'd like to keep going.
I'm on a roll here.
Sorry, boy.
I got to give you credit for being more proactive and starting to meet women. And who knows, maybe you are on a roll here or something. But
Example, this is a car salesman, and he's been selling a lot of cars. Every day he sells 5 cars. He's been selling 5 cars for the past week. He's on a roll. He's having continued luck. He's having continued success. He's definitely on a roll. Let's practice. This salesman has been selling a lot of cars. He's been selling 5 cars every day for the past week. Is he on a roll? That's right, he's on a roll. He's definitely on a roll. Today we're learning this expression, bigger fish to fry. And you can use different verbs. You can say, I have bigger fish to fry, or I've got bigger fish to fry, or there are bigger fish to fry. And what does it mean? It means there's something more important that you need to do. Let's hear some examples.
We got bigger fish to fry here.
I still think there are bigger fish to fry out there.
Anyway, I think we have bigger fish to fry here than your apparent lack of knowledge about cinema.
We got bigger fish to fry.
But now Matilda had bigger fish to fry. Much bigger.
Let it go, George. We have bigger fish to fry.
Example, he's failing his classes in school and he has a big test tomorrow. But his room is also messy. Should he clean his room or does he have bigger fish to fry? He has bigger fish to fry because he needs to study for the test tomorrow. That's more important. So I use the expression. He doesn't need to clean his room right now. He has bigger fish to fry. Let's practice. So he's failing his classes in school and he has a big test tomorrow. Should he clean his room? That's right. He shouldn't clean his room. He has bigger fish to fry. He needs to study. That's more important. Today we're learning this expression, all ears. When you use the expression all ears, you need the verb to be. I am. I'm all ears. It means I'm listening. I'm ready to listen to you. I'm paying attention and I'm ready to listen to you. I'm all ears. Normally you hear this expression with first person, I'm all ears. Or we are, together, we're all ears. We don't use this to talk about other people. I don't say they're all ears or he's all ears because I don't know if he's ready to listen. I can speak for myself and say I'm all ears because I know I'm ready to listen. Or I can say we're all ears because I know we're ready to listen. Use the expression all ears. Let's hear some examples.
If you have a better solution, I'm all ears, man.
Yeah, well, I'm all ears.
We're all ears.
We're all ears.
But I think now's a pretty good time for you to tell us, Clarence. I think we're all ears.
Okay, well, I'm all ears.
I'm all ears.
I'm all ears, Miss Ham.
If there's something here that would like to communicate with us, we're all ears. Speak up.
Let's practice. I'm going to tell you a story. Are you ready to listen to me? That's right. You say, I'm all ears. Very good. Today we're learning this expression. You gotta hand it to him. Or if it's a girl, you gotta hand it to her. Now you can say you've gotta, you have got to, you've gotta hand it to him. But you don't have to. You can also say you gotta hand it to him in American English. It's okay. And what does it mean? It means you want to give someone credit for doing something impressive. But we use this expression when you're criticizing that person for doing other things that aren't so good. So you criticize someone, you say something kind of bad about them, but then you say, well, you got to hand it to him. He did this good thing that was impressive. We're using hand as a verb here. You got to hand it to him. Hand can be used as a verb sometimes. For example, I can say, hand me that pen. When I say hand me the pen, I'm using hand as a verb. And that's how we're using it here in this expression. We're using hand as a verb. You gotta hand it to him.
Danny Bug, you gotta hand it to him.
Gotta hand it to her.
Now, Margaret Thatcher, you gotta hand it to her.
Still, you gotta hand it to him. He went for it.
Oh, well, you gotta hand it to him for taking the dead bug.
It's the shortest.
You gotta hand it to him, hanging in there all these years.
You gotta hand it to him. He was right. You had to hand it to her.
Example, this guy, Elon Musk. People have been criticizing him lately for what he did with Twitter. He was going to buy Twitter, then he wasn't going to buy Twitter, and then he bought Twitter, and then he fired a lot of people at Twitter, and people were criticizing him for his behavior. So after I criticize him, I can say, well, you gotta hand it to him. He created Tesla. He started his own company, a very successful company. He did something very impressive. So you gotta hand it to him. Let's practice. So what do you think about Elon Musk? Did he do a good job with Twitter? That's right. He didn't do a great job with Twitter. But that's right. You got to hand it to him. He did a good job with Tesla. So remember the expression, you got to hand it to him. Or if it's a girl, you got to hand it to her. It's when you're giving someone credit for doing something good after you've criticized them. Today we're learning this adjective, bogus. Pronunciation, long O for the first syllable, bogus, gus. The second syllable is closed, it's a relaxed sound, bogus. It's an adjective. It means not real or fake. Let's hear some examples of bogus.
Everything's just so bogus.
It's bogus.
It's bogus. It's what we chemists call a placebo.
There's not any more bogus and crooked cops than the NYPD.
He got a complaint. It was obviously bogus.
Example. The boy said a bird knocked over the bottle. I think his story is not true, so I say his story is bogus. I don't believe it. It's bogus. He's lying. His story is bogus. Let's practice. What do you think? Do you believe the boy? Do you think he's lying? Do you think his story is bogus? That's right. I think he's lying. I think his story is bogus. Very good. So remember the adjective bogus. When something is not true or not real, it's fake, you can say it's bogus. Thank you for watching. And if you like this video, subscribe to our channel. And if you want to become a member, click the join button. And we'll see you next time.